Peppa Pig, George's Tractor. Peppa and George were spending the day at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house. "We're very glad you're here," said Grandpa Pig. "You can help us harvest the vegetables." "Hooray!" "Hooray!" cheered Peppa and George, jumping up and down. "Grandpa, what does harvest the vegetables mean?" asked Peppa. "Ho, ho, ho, ho," Grandpa Pig chuckled. "When we harvest the vegetables, it means we pick them so we can eat them." "Ooh," said Peppa. "Yummy." "Yummy," said George, rubbing his tummy. "Let's go and harvest," said Granny Pig. "It's a good job we've got our boots on. It's very muddy out here." Peppa and George had lots of fun helping Granny and Grandpa Pig harvest their vegetables. Soon there were huge piles of vegetables all around them. "What a big harvest, Grandpa!" gasped Peppa. "Yes, it is, Peppa," replied Grandpa Pig. "The biggest we've had in a long time. Isn't that right, Granny Pig? Granny Pig, where are you?" Peppa, George and Grandpa Pig looked around. They couldn't see Granny Pig anywhere. "Over here!" shouted Granny Pig, poking her head out from a tall pile of carrots. "Ah, there you are," said Grandpa Pig, smiling. "Granny," said Peppa, "you look a bit carroty." George giggled. "Daddy eek." "Next, we need to get all these vegetables into the crates over there," said Grandpa Pig, pointing to the other side of the garden. "All the vegetables, Grandpa?" asked Peppa. "Yes," replied Grandpa Pig, "every single one." Everyone looked at the enormous pile of vegetables. "Oh," said Peppa. Peppa, Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig began carrying the vegetables over to the crates.
Wow!
The crates were far away. Peppa looked around. "Where's George?" "Tractor!" cried George. He loaded up his toy tractor's trailer with lots of vegetables and moved them over to the crates. "That's very clever, George," said Granny Pig. "Your tractor will make this much easier." Everyone helped George load and unload his tractor. "That's everything," said Grandpa Pig. "Thank you for your help, Farmer George and Farmer Peppa." "Tractor!" said George. "What are we going to do with all the vegetables now, Grandpa?" asked Peppa. "We can't eat them all, can we?" "No, Peppa, I don't think we can eat them all," replied Grandpa Pig. "I know a special place we can take them," said Granny Pig. "It's somewhere you and George will enjoy visiting." "Hooray! Yippee!" cried Peppa and George. Granny and Grandpa Pig took Peppa and George to a farmer's market.
Wow!
At a farmer's market, farmers and growers sell their fruits and vegetables, Granny Pig explained. George was excited to see all the big tractors. "Tractor!" he shouted. George spotted an enormous tractor and pointed. "Big tractor!" "Wow, that's the biggest tractor I've ever seen, George," said Granny Pig. While George and Granny Pig went to see the big tractor, Grandpa Pig and Peppa started setting up a stall for their vegetables. Suddenly they heard a loud rumbling noise. It was George on Mr. Badger's tractor, carrying all the crates of vegetables.
Wow, gasped Peppa. George is on a real tractor. Big tractor,
cried George as everybody unloaded the crates.
Thank you, Farmer George,
said Grandpa Pig.
Now our vegetable stall is ready.
Farmer Pepper and Farmer George had lots of fun selling the vegetables.
Rebecca,
cried Peppa, spotting Rebecca Rabbit.
Come and buy some of our vegetables.
Ooh, what a lot of lovely carrots, said Mummy Rabbit. How did you get them all here?
Big tractor,
said George. I see, said Mummy Rabbit. I would like to buy all your carrots, please. There were lots of customers at the farmer's market. Farmer Pepper, Farmer George, Granny and Grandpa Pig were very busy selling their vegetables. Hello, Farmer Pepper and Farmer George, said Daddy Pig.
Hello, Daddy,
said Peppa.
What would you like?
Said Daddy Pig, looking at the empty stall.
Oh,
said Peppa.
We don't have anything left.
Never mind, said Mummy Pig. It's time to go home now. What would you like for supper?
Carrots, please,
said Peppa. As you've sold all yours, we'll have to get some from the shop, said Mummy Pig. But how will we get there?
Tractor,
cried George. George loved the farmer's market, but he loved tractors even more.
Tractor!
George loves tractors. Everyone loves tractors. The end. Peppa at the petting farm. Peppa, George and Rebecca Rabbit are going to visit a petting farm.
Mummy,
says Peppa,
what can we do there?
You can feed and stroke tiny little animals, replies Mummy Pig.
Ooh,
gasps Rebecca.
I love tiny little animals.
Mrs. Badger is the farmer who looks after the tiny little animals.
Wow.
Before we see them, she says, there is one thing we have to do.
Wash our hands,
say Peppa and Rebecca. That's right, says Mrs. Badger. The children go to see the chickens first. Would you like to feed them? asks Mrs. Badger. Peppa, George and Rebecca each take a bag of birdseed.
Here, Chicky Chick,
calls Peppa. Next, Mrs. Badger has a surprise for everyone.
Now, she says, who wants to hold a baby chick?
Me, 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 shout the children. Peppa giggles. The chicks are so fluffy and sweet. Soon it's time for the children to wash their hands again and go to see some other animals.
These are guinea pigs,
says Mrs. Badger.
Ooh,
cries Rebecca.
Look at their cute faces. And their fluffy little bodies,
says Peppa.
Guinea pigs make excellent pets,
says Mrs. Badger.
Can we have a pet guinea pig?
asks Peppa.
Please.
Daddy Pig frowns at Mummy Pig. Look at the time, he says. We have to be getting home. Mommy Rabbit comes to collect Rebecca. She has brought the baby twins, Rosie and Robbie. Baby rabbits are so cute, says Peppa. Please, can we cuddle them? Mommy Rabbit nods. There is just one thing to do first. Now Peppa and Rebecca's hands are clean. They can cuddle the twins. Have you had a nice time today? Asks Mummy Rabbit. Yes, laughs Peppa. We've had lots of cuddles. Peppa loves a petting farm. Everyone loves a petting farm. The end. Peppa Pig. Read it yourself. School bus trip. Peppa and her friends are going on a school bus trip. Hooray! Is everyone here? Says Madame Gazelle. Yes, they say. Everyone loves school trips. Where are we going for our trip? Says Peppa. We are going to the mountains, says Madame Gazelle. Hooray! Hooray! Everyone says. They all look out as they go. The bus is going to the top of a big mountain. It is very high up. Wow. Come on, bus, says Peppa. Up, up, up they go. The children sing a song as they go. The bus gets to the top and everyone gets out. Come and look at the big mountains, says Madame Gazelle. Wow! Peppa looks at the mountains. She is very high up. Wow! She says. Everyone hears, wow, wow, wow. What was that? Says Peppa. That was an echo, says Madame Gazelle. It is what you hear when you call out up in the mountains. Come on, everyone, says Peppa. We can all make an echo. The children call out. Wow, they can hear. Wow, wow, wow. Everyone loves echoes. Come on, children, says Madame Gazelle. It is time for your picnic. Hooray! Hooray, says everyone. Where are the ducks? Says Peppa. They love it when we have picnics too. Peppa and her friends look out for the ducks. Here come the ducks. Hooray, says Peppa. Quack, 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 say the ducks. Come here, ducks, says Madame Gazelle. Yes, come to our picnic, ducks, says Peppa. Then the ducks have a big picnic too. It is time to go back to school. The children get in the bus. Then they sing a song as they go back down the mountain. Everyone loves school trips. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.